Okay, so let's talk a little bit about focus today. Focus is a big part of our karma, where we concentrate our energy gets automatically heard by the universe in an automatic way, like magnets or gravity, and even more powerful than gravity, actually. And so when we're focusing on gratitude, and when we're focusing on what we really want, which can be tricky because this world often manages to sidetrack us. I see so many people sidetracked these days by what they think they want: money, fame. Yeah, those are two big ones. And if I just had this house, if I just had this spouse, if I just, sorry, it rhymed. If I just had this, then I could be happy. When we're coming from a place of lack, perceived lack, it actually is creating more of what we're focused on. So when we're focused on the lack, we're actually creating these miasms, these black holes, and we wind up trying to fill it with other things that seem less daunting, that seem more shiny, that seem like less work, when it winds up being more work in the long run. And when we fill holes with something other than our true choices, what our soul really wants, what our hearts deep down really, really want, which is the base of it, all of us just want to be loved and feel loved. And when we fill those holes that we create from our perceived lack with other things, they wind up becoming obstacles. They wind up, and this process winds up being addictive. And it doesn't have to be hardcore drugs. Your drug could be cheese. Your drug, not that there's anything wrong with a little cheese once in a while, but your drug could be alcohol. It could be marijuana. It could be tobacco. Any of these things used in a conscious way, in moderation, might not cause you any problems. But when we're using a substance or a pattern or a process or even another person to fill a hole that was created on from an artificial belief and a focus on our lack, then we wind up manifesting more of what we fear. So it's not about everybody has to just drink salt water for the rest of their lives, or no one can ever, take a step off track of a very regimented yoga routine, or you're going to burn in hell. It's not about that. It's about the overall patterns of our focus. So what do we focus on? Two parts. We focus on what we really, really want, which means getting honest with ourselves and honest with the people that we've been blessed with in our path, who, whether they seem like friends or enemies, are all there to show us something about our own patterns so that we can be more aware of them. And then I would say the other main, to kind of simplify it, the other main part of our focus is where we're coming from with our focus. And if we're focused on what we don't have, that causes problems. So when we focus on what we do have, from in a space of gratitude, then we start filling those holes with light. And we start realizing more and more that those holes never really have to exist, that light was always there all along and waiting for us to get ourselves out of our own way enough that we're not building rocks in our own path, that we're not manifesting holes on our own path. And then life becomes less about blame and about finding temporary band-aids, temporary solutions to shove in these holes that we created. And it becomes a path where every hole is an opportunity to be filled with light. And I don't mean fake words. You can't fake it with the universe. You cannot fake it with the universe. And just when we think we've gotten all the way authentic, the universe will provide us an opportunity to dig deeper and get more authentic. So if you're afraid of work, of doing your own work, then none of what I've just shared will be useful. But work isn't about running and gathering the things to fill in that hole. Work is about recognizing that the universe has been trying, is always trying to bring us light and the love that we really wanted all along.